Now let's discuss the second topic, which is the supply chain capability and how to understand that. So after understanding the uncertainty that the company faces, the next question is how does the firm best meet demand in that uncertain environment? Creating strategic fit is all about designing a supply chain whose responsiveness aligns with the implied uncertainty it faces. So we now categorize supply chain based on different characteristics that influence their responsiveness and efficiency. So we will be discussing about responsiveness and efficiency in this particular audio lecture. So the first we provide some definitions less. So what the definition is: supply chain responsiveness includes the chain's ability to do the following. So it should respond to wide range of quantities demanded. It should meet shorter lead times. It should handle a variety of products. It should build highly innovative products, as well as it should meet a high service level, and it should be willing to handle supply uncertainty. So these abilities are similar to many of the characteristics of demand and supply that led to a high implied uncertainty. The more of these abilities a supply chain has, the more responsive it is. So if you see about the predictable supply and demand, it will be a salt at a supermarket. Okay, if you see about a predictable supply and uncertain demand, or uncertain supply and predictable demand, or somewhat uncertain supply and demand, it will be an existing automobile model, right? So it varies. If suppose there's a new model which is coming like in boom in the market, the existing will have to suffer. Or if the new market model is low, and existing will be boosting. Highly uncertain and demand and supply will be our new communication device. If you know the Xiaomi, when they launched the Mi phones when they were launched, that time it was Mi Note 3, I guess. It was very uncertain, and they used to do pre-orders just to see how many they have to ship. So these are all the things. Now responsiveness, however, comes at a cost. So for instance, to respond to a wider range of quantities demanded, the capacity must be increased, which will increase the cost. This increase in cost lead to the second definition: supply chain efficiency is the inverse of the cost of making and delivering a product to the customer. Increasing in cost lowers the efficiency. For example, for every strategic choice to increase responsiveness, there are additional costs that lower efficiency. The cost responsiveness efficient frontier, showing the lowest possible cost for a given level of responsiveness. The lowest cost is defined based on existing technology. Not every firm is able to operate on the efficient frontier, which represent the cost responsiveness performance of the best supply chain. A firm that is not on the efficient frontier can improve both its responsiveness and as well as the cost performance by moving towards the efficient frontier. But in contrast, a firm on the efficient frontier can improve its responsiveness only by increasing cost and becoming less efficient. Such a firm must then make a trade-off between efficiency and responsiveness. Of course, firms on the efficient frontier are also continuously improving their process and changing technology to shift the efficient frontier itself. Given the trade-off between cost and responsiveness, a key strategic choice for any supply chain is the level of responsiveness it seeks to provide. Supply chains range from those that focus solely on being responsive to those that focus on a goal of producing and supplying at the lowest possible cost. The more capabilities constituting responsiveness a supply chain has, the more responsive it is. Like example of 7-Eleven Japan, it replenishes its store with a breakfast items in the morning, lunch in the afternoon, and dinner at the night. As a result, the available product variety changes by time of the day. 7-Eleven responds quickly to orders, with store manager placing replenishment orders less than 12 hours before they are supplied. This practice makes 7-Eleven chain very responsive. Another example of responsive supply chain is the WW Granger. The company faces both supply and demand uncertainty. Therefore, the supply chain has been designed to deal effectively to provide customers with a wide variety of MRO products within 24 hours. An efficient supply chain, in contrast, lowers cost by eliminating some of its responsive capabilities. For example, Sam's Club sells a limited variety of products in large package sizes. The supply chain capable of low cost. This supply chain is capable of low cost, and the focus of this supply chain is clearly on efficiency. So the higher the responsiveness, the lower the cost, and the high the cost is, the lower the responsiveness is. So if we talk about highly efficient, it will be an integrated steel mills. In that one, production schedule will be from weeks or months in advance with little variety of flexibility. If we go on somewhat efficient, we will call a apparel, where will be a make to stock manufacturer with production times lead to several weeks. If we go to what's the responsive side, somewhat responsive will be automotive production that will deliver a large variety of products in a few weeks. And if we go for a highly responsive, as we discussed, it's a 7-Eleven Japan, it will change the merchandise by location and time of the day. So the key point here, the second step in achieving the strategic fit between competitive and supply chain strategies is to understand the supply chain and map it on the responsiveness spectrum. So let's discuss the achieving the strategic fit, the third step, in the next video.